Yes. What's going on, everybody, on this Monday evening? What is going on? Welcome one more time to the Big Time Show podcast that is being seen and heard everywhere, especially on Podbean and the Spotlight Sports Network on their YouTube page. Also, being seen and heard live right here on Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, YouTube, on my channel, the Big Time Show channel. Also to all of the different platforms that the show is being broadcast on a replay. They're not live right now, and that is, of course, is on Spotify and Pandora and iHeartRadio and Tumblr. All these different places that the show is on. I appreciate anybody who just want to come hear a little bit of what I have to say. I appreciate it so much. Welcome to the show on tonight. It's Monday evening at 7 o'clock. And that, of course, is the time for the podcast. I'm here, and I got something to talk about. Y'all know me. I wouldn't have got on the mic if I wouldn't have had nothing to talk about now. Y'all know that, right? You know I got something to talk about. You know I do, especially when it comes to the Dallas Cowboys, because the Dallas Cowboys are the gift that keeps on giving. They never let you down. It's always something. It always is. It always is something. I'm sharing right now, everybody, with all the different groups. We hope that you would do the same. I'm just about through before I come and say hello to these people that have showed up in here so far. Let's go to Podbean right now, see who's on there. Hello, I see you, Miss Ty. Yeah, woo. All right, we in the house. Mike, we here. What's going on? What is going on, man? Good to have y'all tonight. No doubt about it, Mike. They always drive the media. No question about it. So, won't be with you long because some of you are trying to rush to see the game tonight. It starts in less than an hour. And so I'm going to go ahead and say what I have to say, and then maybe let you talk just a little bit, and then we'll get on out of here together and you can enjoy the rest of your Monday evening. How about that? All right. Unless y'all drive the show to a different place, of course, then we'll sit here and talk about it. You know how it goes. So, by now, you know what the big news is out of the day. Cowboy fans have been going absolutely ballistic today. I'm talking about flat out ballistic. I'm talking about, any news, it just excites the fan base. Cowboy fans are notorious for for holding on to any type of hope. And here we go again. So big news today is, of course, if you haven't heard, that they've put out and said Tony Pollard will be a major factor in the Cowboys offense this season. They have assured him. They have told him that he will be a major factor in this year's offense. Yeah. Hey, what's up? What's up, Gary? What's up, man? They said they put it out there that Tony Pollard would be a major factor in the offense. Okay. And Cowboy fans have been going crazy today. Yeah, they have. They're excited. They think here come the new incarnation of Deebo Samuel, the Dallas version. You know, everybody getting excited. Yeah, Mike. Yeah. They're saying, he's working out of the slot. He's working out of the backfield. He's working in the wide receiver room. He's learning the positions. He's in the same backfield with Ezekiel Elliott. All of this yip. Yeah, all this talk again from the Dallas Cowboys saying that they're going to use a player that they know needs the football because they recognize that he's a playmaker, and they figure that the playmaker is supposed to have the football. It sounds right to me. I'm not even arguing with that at all. I'm not arguing with it. I actually like the statement. It's actually, to me, it's kind of like common sense. I mean, he probably is the number 2 most explosive player that we have on our team. And most certainly when he touches the football, things happen when he touches the ball, whether it's kickoff return or whether it's, if he come out the backfield, he runs the ball extremely hard. He has the ability to bust one. We've seen that and all that kind of stuff. I enjoyed it, but the fan base, I see what I have to do because, I'm starting to figure out that my little show that I have here, after y'all done heard everybody else, then here I come to give you the reality check that you need. I think that's my purpose of the show. I on my show is to try to calm everybody down before y'all go completely crazy. Here on the screen right now by my brother Gary Bryant is the reason why y'all need to calm down. Excuse me. I got one question tonight. I got several questions, but I start this question off. Is Tony Pollard a rookie? I mean, has he been on this team for the last 3 years? Y'all help me here. I mean, hello. Did he get the ball 2 years ago? Okay. When his game did go to another level, and we knew he needed the ball last year. Did he get the ball last year? Need I remind you tonight that in the playoff game against the San Francisco 49ers, need I remind you that he got the ball only 4 times in the game last year? This the same Tony Pollard who we were saying last year, and matter of fact, the Cowboys were saying last year that he needs to get the football. That's what they said last year. And in the playoff game, in a close game, he only got the ball 4 times. Need I remind you last year? Need I remind you last year that when they saw Ezekiel Elliott hurt, we found out later, of course, that Ezekiel Elliott had a PCL tear in his knee. And we all saw that he was not right running the ball. And common sense would have told you to give the ball to Tony Pollard because your main workhorse is hurt. I got one question. Did the Cowboys do that? No, they didn't. You know what they did? They gave the ball back to Ezekiel Elliott. Tony Pollard would get the ball 5 times, 6 times in the game. And they were saying last year, we need to get the ball in Tony Pollard's hand more. Have you forgotten? Have you forgotten? Huh? I'm sorry I hate to bust people's bubble because everybody got to say, yeah, we got new Debo. We got Debo Samuel. He gonna get the ball like Debo. And he didn't get the ball last year when they knew it was time for him to get the ball. Ezekiel was hurt since the 4th week. They knew it. They didn't give him the ball. Huh? And Cowboy fans, y'all think I got another question for you. And this really ought to sum it up. I actually could close the show up right after this question here, to be honest with you. Was it, let me ask y'all, help me here. If I'm wrong, please correct me. I'm just trying to make sure I'm understanding what I'm seeing or what I'm hearing. Was not Kellen Moore the offensive coordinator last year? Is he the offensive coordinator this year? You remember Kellen Moore, right? You know, pass happy Kellen Moore. Is he the same? Was Coach McCarthy? Was he the head coach last year? Y'all forgive me. What's up, Freddie? What's up, Freddie? I see you. Y'all forgive me. I just need some help. I know I'm a little older, than most of you. And they say when you get older, you start losing brain cells and all that kind of stuff. But just help me today. I appreciate you, Freddie. I think I'm gonna do a good job of that all by myself. Y'all help me, because my brain, hey, y'all help me, please. Was not McCarthy the head coach last year? Is that the same coach this year? The same Mike McCarthy that really had no input on the offense because he can't tell Kellen Moore what to do. Remember that? All Coach McCarthy had the headset on like I got on right now and have his arm folded like this with a piece of paper. He is not calling plays. Kellen Moore, the same Kellen Moore that said, hey, we're going to take what the defense gives us and that will adjust. If they want to stack the box up, we're going to pass the ball. That's what he said. Isn't that the same guy? Right? We're going to take advantage of our wideouts. We're going to take advantage of our wideouts. They stack the box. We're going to go ahead and pass the ball because we can kill you either way. That's what I thought. Isn't that the same guy? Right? Now all of a sudden, you have this revelation that Tony Pollard needs to get the football. And Cowboy fans are going completely crazy because they're excited. And I'm here to tell you, I would get excited too. But I don't trust Kellen Moore. What? Kellen Moore running? Look, Kellen Moore running the football? We got to pound the ball. We got to run the ball. We got a good offensive line. Did you run the ball last year? Because see, the last time I checked, I looked at the stats and I would see Ezekiel Elliott carrying the ball 12, 13 times a game. Pollard 4 to 5 times a game. You had the same line with the exception of a new guard that we're going to have. And I guess, Steele will be the official right tackle, but Steele played last year. Why are we... Y'all forgive me. I don't mean to bust your bubble tonight, but why y'all getting excited? This is Kellen Moore. The system worked for about a good 4, 5, 6 games last year, and then all of a sudden, amnesia hit. I'm gonna say it again, y'all. Just so y'all understand. They told, look, come on, y'all. Y'all come here. Listen. If your star running back and the paid guy, which was Ezekiel Elliott, has a PCL tear in week 4, and you see that when he runs, y'all remember last year, he would run maybe one series, get tackled, go limping to the sideline. Excuse me, I'm not a doctor, but common sense tell me now that you need to let the man heal, and then in the meantime, let your second running back go. What did they do? Then they put Ezekiel Elliott right back in there. Same stuff. Ezekiel Elliott run the first 2 series of a game. Y'all know that. 3rd series, here comes Tony Pollard. And depending on what the score is at that time, will tell you if Tony really gonna get the ball. The most time Tony Pollard got the ball was in their 3rd series and then kick return. That's the most he touched the ball. Other than that, they tried to force a banged up Ezekiel Elliott who couldn't move. God, this is hard. He still got 1,000 yards still. He was tore up. That was the time, y'all, that Tony Pollard should have got the football. I'm sorry. I'm just thinking I'm using common sense here. Or at least there should have been more volume for Tony Pollard to get the football right then. It's the same coaching staff, y'all. And you gonna sit here and try to sell me that pass happy finesse Kellen Moore is going to all of a sudden have a revelation that now, after 3 years of having this guy in your locker room, after all the practices that you've had with him, after all the games that he has played in, after all the time you've seen this speed that this kid has, now all of a sudden, you really believe now that it's time to give him the football? And you really want me to y'all look? I don't want to deter you because we all in the family. We all Cowboy fans. You believe what you want to believe. I personally hope that those that believe it I hope you are absolutely right. Because if you are right, the Cowboys will have a good year this year. Why? Because you need some explosive players on your team to balance out the grind that I think we're gonna have. CD Lamb and Tony Pollard are those two people. And I'm just calling those out. I think we got one more. And that might be Tolbert. Now, let me throw this out because it's more than one way of Tony Pollard getting the football. You've heard that he's going to be in the slot, which is beautiful if he does that. And then, of course, he'll be running out the backfield. Okay. Are we running a 4-wide receiver set now? Because Kellen Moore is easy to figure out. Y'all don't see what I'm talking about? Okay, let's go. CeeDee Lamb is your number one receiver. Okay? CeeDee Lamb is your number one receiver. All right? Okay. Your number two receiver so far, or it'll be a battle between Washington and Tolbert as of now. We're not even counting Gallup yet because we all know Gallup probably won't be there. Okay? But I'll tell you what, let's just go with this. Let's just act like Gallup is there. Okay, let's act like Gallup is healthy. All right, so your number one receiver is going to be Lamb. Your two is going to be Gallup. All right. 3 is where, the interesting things start coming into play. 3 is either Washington or Tolbert. Okay. And whoever comes out of that is going to be your number 4. So, are we gonna run 4 wide receiver set? It's amazing to me, y'all. Let me listen to me. You just not figuring out Kellen Moore. Now, watch this, y'all. It's just mind-boggling to see how my brothers and sisters in Cowboy land are going completely cuckoo. This is what they said today, and folks is like, "Yeah, let's do it." Listen to this. They said Tony Pollard and Ezekiel Elliott gonna be in the backfield together. Ladies and gentlemen, haven't we been kind of asking for that for the last 3 years? And Kellen Moore still has not figured that out yet? Hello? What? Why are we getting excited? He ain't figured that out yet. In 3 years, the matchup problems that can happen if you put them two in the same backfield together. He never used that. And he's been with them for 3 years. Especially the last 2 years. What in the world? I mean, why are we getting excited? If you haven't seen it before too much, why are you getting excited? Lord have mercy. I'm trying to help y'all. I want Pollard on the field, y'all. I do. I don't want y'all to get me wrong. I want Pollard on the field. But y'all forgive me for not trusting Kellen Moore, y'all. Do you understand? Watch this, y'all. See, they tricking y'all. They tricking y'all. Listen to me. If they're talking about putting Pollard in the slot, the chances are that's probably going to be a 4 wide receiver set. Probably. Maybe. He could line up as a number 3. I mean, he could. He could come out the backfield and make it a 3 wide receiver thing. But check it out, y'all. Doesn't that tell y'all something? Think about it for a minute. Because you ain't going to use Pollard as a decoy. If you're going to bring him out, you're trying to cause some type of confusion with the defense, okay? You're trying to make the defense move around, whatever the case may be. Don't y'all think that mean that Dak Prescott going to be passing the ball some more, y'all? Come on now. I thought we supposed to be running. And somebody on here could be very well saying, well, wait a minute now, Brooks. Wait a minute, big time. Wait a minute, big time. Wait a minute. Now, don't look, there's more thing you can do with that. Now, if you motion Tony out, move him one side or the other, that may pull a linebacker out. Okay. And you'll be a fool if you don't. And what that would do is open up the running lanes for Ezekiel Elliott. So we are gonna run the ball. You have a valid point. But then now it becomes a belief system. Which one you think Tony Pollard, which one you think Kellen Moore is really going to do? If you had to bet money, are you betting that he's leaning toward the passing side? Or you leaning more that he's running the football? Which one do you think? See, what I'm saying is, everybody, is this. It's bad when you got a Corvette, but then when you put the key in the ignition, you ain't got no engine in it. It's bad when you have a Corvette that have an engine in it, but you put a 3-year-old in there to drive it. Car ain't going nowhere. That ain't good enough for you. Here's the bottom line. It's bad when you got all these weapons and don't know how to use them. That's what I'm trying to say. It's bad when you have these type of weapons and it is taking you 2 years to figure out how to use it. You had Tony Pollard before, all these couple years. And I'm going to say it again, in the playoff game against the San Francisco 49ers, when you said prior to the week, we have to get the ball in the hands of Tony Pollard. And when the stat showed up at the end of the playoff game, Tony Pollard only had 4 carries in the game. And you really want me to believe the reports and get excited about all of a sudden the revelation has happened that Kellen Moore, all of a sudden, Coach McCarthy saying, hey, they're pointing the finger in his face. You're going to get the ball this year. One last thing, y'all. Another reason why it's hard for me to believe it, because the old thing, the old cancer of the Dallas Cowboys is going to come into play. And that word is loyalty. Loyalty, yes. You really believe that Ezekiel Elliott is going to be happy? Because remember, they gave him the ball last year because most of us figured out he's getting paid, so they going to give him the ball. But he's getting paid again next year, right? Right? He's the guy. And if he's healthy, you know, okay, he wasn't healthy last year, but let's just play the role and like he's gonna be healthy. What do you think Ezekiel Elliott gonna get? If he's healthy, he's gonna get the ball at least. I give it between 17 and 20 times. You really believe? I guess the unknown fact is the magic number from our past shows says we don't care who running the ball really, long as you run the ball at least 30 times a game. That's the number that we came up with. So if Ezekiel's getting it 17 times, then we need Pollard to get it 13 times. It ain't gonna be no Tony Pollard getting it 15 times, Ezekiel getting it 10. It's gonna be trouble in Dallas if that happens. They're gonna be loyal to Ezekiel Elliott. So once again, how many times Ezekiel Elliott gonna get the ball? Pollard ain't gonna get the ball like that. I hope they do get the ball to Pollard. out the backfield. That's what he did in Memphis, right here in Memphis where I live. I've been told y'all too many times. We never used him right. The tape is there. That's another thing, reason why I'm not excited about Kellen Moore. You drafted him because of what he could do, because of what you saw him do at Memphis. You haven't used him. The playbook was right there. The tape shows. The tape showed him coming out the backfield. The tape showed him lining up. The tape showed him using as a weapon everywhere, use him as a chess piece on the offense. All that was there. That's why you drafted him. You ain't used him at all. You used him for kickoff return. You ain't incorporate that into the offense. Or you were so dedicated being loyal to Zeke Elliott. Now it's time, because you know it's his last year, see. And you know if you don't use him this year, see, you know what's going to happen at the end of the year. You know what's getting ready to go. He's going to be gone bye-bye. And he might be gone bye-bye anyway. Who knows? I doubt very seriously you'll put a franchise tag on a backup running back. Now, for those that just may be thinking that, but this is Stephen Jones. I don't know. Look, he put a franchise tag on Dalton Schultz. So I don't, anything is wide open. Okay, anything is wide open. So I don't know. I don't know. But you know that he's going teams will value Tony Pollard next year. So you're going to try to get what you can out of him. But at what expense? Ezekiel Elliott less carries? Oh, that ain't going to happen. I see you, Shane. I'm sorry I didn't see you. You say, what does this say about the confidence in the wide receiver group? To be honest with you, Shane, this is the way that we should have played last year, by running the ball like crazy. That's why we run. That's why that little streak we had, we couldn't be stopped. Because we run the ball so effective. I mean, it's not hard to figure out. But see, Kellen Moore has got to be Kellen Moore. He is not in him to stay the course. It's not. That's just not him. He stays the course and lining up in shotgun. Oh, he's committed to that. What's up, Cincinnati crew? I see you. Thanks for popping in. Oh, he's committed to running the slants and the the little dig route and that little screen play you throw to Zeke all the time and find Dalton Schultz sitting in the zone for about 7 yards. He's committed to that. Kellen Moore is committed to that. Oh, 100%. Hey, Pastor Martin, thanks for popping in. How many touches should Pollard be getting per game? With the line that I think we're going to have, Pastor Martin, I believe that we should run the ball at least right at 30 times a game. I don't think teams will be able to handle us if we stay committed to running. And however you get to 30, I know Ziggy's going to be the lead dog long as he's healthy. And the way that it's going, Ezekiel Elliott don't carry the ball. We'll be shocked if Ezekiel Elliott get the ball at least 17 times a game. That's how bad it is now. You can go down the list and find, when is the last time Ezekiel Elliott had 20 carries in a game? So, if you get anything over 15 with Ezekiel now, we like, whoa, we ran the ball. So you figure if we're trying to do 30 times, then come on back, whatever's left. Whatever that is left to get to 30, that should be Pollard. Or even the number 3 running back. I don't care. We just need to have a made-up mind that we are going to run the ball. And whenever Dak see a stacked box, who cares? This ain't the first time. You know how long Ezekiel Elliott been seeing stacked boxes, man? Good Lord. He's been seeing 8, 9-man boxes his whole life, since high school. That ain't nothing to him. That's nothing to Ezekiel Elliott. What you think it was like when he played at Ohio State? You think folks just lined up one-on-one? He's been running in stacked boxes all his life. Soon as we see a stack box, oh, no, audible, no, shotgun, let's go. Safety down. Oh, we passing. Safety's down. I see it. Jackson, safety's down, passing the ball. Just abandon the running game. See what I'm saying? The commitment has to be there first. And the word commitment to the running game and Kellen Moore just does not mix. And I'm not about to drink that. I'm not about to sip on that because I don't believe it. I know Tony Pollard need to get the ball, but what are you saying? Okay, he got 4 times against the 49ers in the playoff game. So what are you saying? He need to get it 6 times now? I mean, I guess that is an increase. I mean, good Lord. He got it 6 times. That's an improvement. Okay, yeah. Maybe that's what they talking about. Huh? Yeah. 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 Shane, is a good point. I've already said it. I already said it. If the bubble screen game, that's what he did in Memphis. Okay. Bubble screen game, that's Memphis. That's a substitute running play. I get it. The conscience, Kevin, I see you in the building, bro. I see you. I've already talked about it. If he lined up in the slot, you know, depending on what the set is, you know, it being just we passing the ball. Now at the same time, I'm smart enough and seen the game enough, played the game. If you motion them out the backfield, okay, and that linebacker slide over there with him, that's probably gonna open up running lanes. You can give it to Zeke right there, bam. That'll open thing. I hope that. I'm just not sure about that. Because I know who my offensive coordinator is. I don't care what y'all say. I know what I've seen out of Kellen Moore. And I know what kind of coordinator he is. He is a pass-happy coordinator. Just the truth. He is. He is. Coach, I see you, Coach. Coach Mar put it in Podbean, say 30 total run kick returner. Kick returner, he can be an all-pro. That's how good he is on that. You know, that part is a touch. He can do major damage in the special team game. It's no doubt about that. That part, they ain't gonna have no problem giving him the ball. You gonna line up, and as long as they don't kick it over his head, as long as it's returnable, he gonna try to do something with it. I'm talking about an offense. Y'all getting excited. Put Pollard and Zeke in the backfield. Good Lord, he's been on the team for 2 years. When you just not figuring out, Kellen, that you need to put Pollard and Ezekiel in the backfield together? It took you 2 years to figure this out. That's why I can't trust it. Like some type of epiphany has hit his head and saying, I may need to put Ezekiel in. Put them. I may need to put them in the backfield together. We've been begging for that for the last 3 years, man. Why are y'all excited? If he hadn't put them in there in 3 years, y'all, what in the world make y'all think that all of a sudden you about to see this a whole lot? This is Kellen Moore, y'all. Ezekiel don't like no 2 backs. Come on, y'all. Oh, Lord. Y'all better make me choke. Y'all about to make me choke on this water. Come on, y'all. Kevin, the conscience, my brother's in here. He's saying Pollard's a Debo Samuel type player. That's the role he played at Memphis. I saw it with my own eyes. Just in case y'all didn't know, Tony Pollard at the University of Memphis was the third running back. You know who the two running backs was in front of him? Listen to this. Antonio Gibson, who's at Washington. Y'all know who he is. And then Darrell Henderson. Yeah, that Darrell Henderson is with the Rams. Do y'all understand that they had to figure out ways to put him on the field because Henderson and Gibson were the guys that primarily were running the ball. They used to do Gibson the same way like they do Pollard. Gibson used to line up everywhere in Memphis. Wide receiver, running back, they just switched up. Gibson would be sometime in the slot, Pollard would be in the backfield. Pollard would be in the slot sometime, Gibson would be in the backfield. Darrell Henderson was the only one that wasn't lining up everywhere. Memphis was loaded. And we saw how the brain of the offensive coordinator worked to get Tony Pollard the ball. We saw it. You don't believe me? Pull up, go look at Tony Pollard putting Memphis in. Just watch. This is what the Cowboys saw. This was so funny about it. This is what the Cowboys saw. This is what Kellen Moore saw. This is what at the time Jason Garrett saw. This is what Coach McCarthy has seen. This is what Stephen Jones, if you want to go there, this is what they saw. This is what McClay saw. They saw how he operated in Memphis. Why didn't you incorporate that? Why was that not incorporated? The genius of the Wonder Boy, Kellen Moore. You know what I'm saying? The Wonder Boy, the genius. You got a whole volume of tape showing what this guy could do in the formations and how he would line up everywhere. And you ain't never used it. And now, after 3 years, when his contract time is up, now all of a sudden, after a PCL tear of Ezekiel Elliott, when you know he wasn't right, and you knew Tony Pollard was supposed to get the ball. Everybody said it last year. They need to get the ball in Pollard's hand. He averaging 8.2. Everybody said all that. And you still didn't give him the football. And you really expect me to believe that all of a sudden, Kellen Moore has had an epiphany. He's seen the light. And you got a healthy Ezekiel Elliott there, supposedly. And now you finna tell me that Ezekiel Elliott is not about to get the football. More, at least. Help me out here. If you gave the ball to Ezekiel Elliott when he was hurt last year, and now he's healthy, common sense tell me that you're going to get the ball to him because you're loyal to that $90 million contract that you get. You're loyal. We paying him the most. He got to get the football. He got to get it. He got to get it. We know Tony Pollard can run, but no. We're paying Ezekiel Elliott that much money. He has to get the ball. If you have a torn up knee, we don't care. He's going to play. He got a PCL tear. Oh, he'll be fine. We're going to give it back. We're going to give it to him anyway. We don't care. We see him limping. We don't care. Line back up on the next series. Go get it. We know he can't move too good. We don't care. We're just going to give him the football anyway. We got a healthy Tony Pollard right behind him, but we won't give him the ball. It's not his time. We're going to get the ball to Ezekiel Elliott. We're paying him big money. He has to play. He has to play. But he's not effective. We don't care. Eventually, he's going to run more than 3 yards. He's going to get us 4 or 5. He's going to get us 4 or 5 yards. Yes. How many times you going to give him the ball? We got a world-class quarterback, so we're going to let him throw about 35 to 40 times. But what about Ezekiel Elliott, though? I thought y'all wanted to run the ball. Well, we're going to give him about 11 carries a game. Yeah. We expect him to get 100 yards out of 11 carries, but, you don't get 100 yards, out of 11 carries. You might get maybe 35 to 40 on a good day, Where your other 60 yards gonna come from? You got a healthy Tony Pollard right there now. You know he ready to go. How many carries Zeke got? He got about 11 carries. We'll get the ball to Tony about 3 times. 3 times, yeah. He should get the rest of them. Give him the ball 3 times. He should get what you say Ezekiel had 40. Tony will get 3 carries for 60 yards. That'll be 100 yards. We're good. Because we're not going to run the ball but about 14, 15 times a game. That's it. We got Dak. We got the Dak attack. He's going to throw it 35 times. We got Amari Cooper. We got Gallup. We got Cedric Wilson. Oh, my God. We got CeeDee Lamb. Oh, my God. Can you imagine the scoreboard lighting up? We don't run the ball. We want our linemen backing up all the time. We don't want them to go forward. We don't run the ball here. We like passing the ball. Y'all really expect me? Y'all really expect me to believe this mess? Y'all expect me to get hyped? Huh? I got a better question than that. Y'all help me. Coach Mar, I know you somewhere. I don't know if you're on Podbean. I said, yeah, you're on Podbean. Let me ask y'all this. Because we all armchair coaches. But help me with this, and I'm done after this. Whatever happened to the element of surprise? Can y'all help me with that? Why are you telling people what you gonna do? Why don't you just let them find out? I don't want them preparing for Tony Pollard. I want them to see Ezekiel and Tony Pollard in the backfield if you're gonna do it. What happened to the element of surprise? We talk too much. That's just me, you know. You ain't got to say everything. You ain't got to say he lining up in the slot and practicing in the wide receiver room and practicing with, running. You ain't got to say all that. We ain't got the training camp yet. You letting strategy out already. Good Lord. Be quiet. Huh? Are y'all seeing what I'm seeing? I'm done. I have a problem. I have a problem because see everything that y'all hoping for on offense. All of y'all saying, man, Dak need to step up and Dak need to do this and Dak, okay, whatever you feel. Then y'all say the line need to get better. The line need to control the running game. Then y'all say Ezekiel, hope he healthy. Then you say hope Pollard get the ball. Hope that CD is a number 1 and all that. All of these fingers point back to one direction. Kellen Moore. All the offense, all your hopes, eventually is going to turn back into Kellen Moore. That same coordinator that we've been complaining about, or some of us have, for the last 2 years. And I'm sorry, y'all. I hope Pollard does get the ball. I hope Ezekiel Elliott does get the ball. I hope Kellen Moore calls plays that have our linemen going forward instead of backwards and pass blocking all the time. I hope that's what happened. But I ain't got too much trust in it at all. So the bottom line is this. I'll believe it when I see it. And so far, what I've seen is from Kellen Moore is that he's pass happy. That's just the facts. Those are the facts. And until I see something different, I will allow and let you guys have all the hope. Keep hope alive. Keep thinking Tony Pollard gonna get the ball 15 times a game. Keep thinking Ezekiel Elliott gonna get it 25 times a game. And Dak is only gonna throw it 23 times a game. I will let y'all have that. I will let y'all have that. I done seen too much. I see you, Greg. Greg said this isn't the theory. The Cowboys will have a new coaching staff in 2023. Cowboys want Sean Payton as a head coach. That means a new DC, new OC. Dan Quinn will get a head job. Carter won't be back in 2023. Kellen Moore will be auditioning for a job in 2023. With Payton being out for 22 seasons. And we all know the Cowboys want Payton as the new head coach. That means McCarthy, Quinn, and Moore are gone in 2023, which makes me believe that the Cowboys are going to run the ball more. I'm not even going to argue with you, Greg, because there are many people that believe that as well. So I ain't even going to argue with you. It makes sense what you're saying. No doubt about that. You just got to see. All right? I believe it when I see it. Y'all can get hype if y'all want to. We all Cowboy fans. Y'all can get hype. Get hype. Paula gonna get the ball. Okay. Y'all get hype about it. Y'all just you just let some of us who have seen what Kellen Moore all about. Y'all just let us sit back and we'll catch up with y'all. Okay. Y'all gone on. Y'all done went to the moon. Y'all gone and stay at the moon and cheer and just keep your eye on us. Don't get too high that you can't reach down and pull us up with you. We still here. But forgive us for not climbing the ladder. Y'all going on. We gonna hold the ladder for y'all. We gonna hold to make sure it's stable. So y'all can climb back down by week 3. But y'all still see the same old Kellen Moore. Y'all come on back down with us where the reality is. Y'all come on back down out of Fantasy Island. Y'all come on back down. We'll be right here waiting on you. And y'all come down and sit down, and if you don't mind, y'all come back and y'all watch me probably by week 3. And then I'm going to sit here on this same microphone. And then I'm going to say this. I told you so. Kellen Moore, I'm going to say this. Kellen Moore is who he is. I don't know why y'all thinking he was going to change. If he walked like a duck and moved like a duck, it's not a kangaroo. It's a duck. I know what y'all want him to be, but it's not in him, y'all. It's not. All right? I'm just here to give y'all reality. I'm sorry if I bust your bubble. I'm done. Call that line open. Let's roll. I know my coach will be here in just a second. There he is. I already knew it. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry. Hey, it is what it is. All right, we here. Coach Marv is on Podbean as usual. Welcome, Coach, to the Big Time Show. Talk to me.
If it walk and crack like a duck is a duck. Big Show, I got 3 points, man, and it's probably gonna hone into what you're saying and try to get the Cowboy fans to really understand what you're saying is so true. I brought up the stat of the 42-6 when we ran the ball 30 times. Let's talk about Ezekiel Elliott. The Cowboys are 30-10 in Ezekiel Elliott's career when he gets 20 carries in a game. 30-10. Since Kellen Moore has become offensive coordinator and since Ezekiel Elliott got his contract in 2019 when he held out, he's got 7 games since then where he had 20 carries in the game.
I rest my case.
Now, I'm trying to understand, once you gave him the money, you decided not to give him 20 carries in the game, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, he doesn't have 20 carries in the game. You're 30-10, 20 carries in a game.
Mm-hmm.
30-10. So,
common sense tell you what need to go down.
Right. So, and in the last 2 seasons, right? Mm-hmm. He's got 4 times he got 20 carries. And
Say that one more time. How many times out of what? 17 weeks. How many times?
20, 20, and 21. 4 times.
4 times out of how many weeks? 17 weeks in the season, right?
He played 16. He played 32 games. No, 33 games.
Played 33 games, and he got the ball 4 times out of 33 games, over 20 times a game.
With 20 carries.
With 20. 4 times out of 32 times. I thought we were a running team, coach.
Hey, and guess what?
Oh, okay.
That's what makes it even worse.
Oh, okay.
It'll make it even worse.
Okay.
Dak Prescott was out the whole year in 2020.
Oh my
with
God.
Backup quarterbacks.
With the great Ben DiNucci. Wow. Okay.
So that means you had no. You really didn't plan on running the football. But let me give you this again, and I'm gonna tell you how I would use Tony Pollard. But let me tell you what's pushing all of this. It's this thing called analytics that have started in football and it started in basketball. These guys with this analytics, they got a computer, they put in the analytics and they tell the whole world, which is the biggest fraud in sport in football today, is that it's a passing league. That's how it's a passing league in college, it's a passing league in the NFL, and that's how you win.
Yeah.
Well, the analytics, let's think about analytics. Analytics is for all 32 teams in the NFL. Analytics in college football, that's for all the teams that play Division I.
Yeah.
But when you break the analytics down to the teams that playing in the college playoffs, or you break it down to the teams that playing in the Final 4, Final 8 in the playoffs, all of them are balanced. But then you may have a team like Kansas City that might win the Super Bowl, but you look at the other teams that was in that Final 4, all of them was balanced.
Yeah.
So analytics is for the big picture, but as a coach, you have to find what's the analytics for my team.
Yeah.
Not what's the analytics for the league.
Mm-hmm.
You're looking for what the analytics makes your team good.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
So I put in your chat saying, what kind of coaches we got in the offense that where the fans have to tell them, and every time we put out ideas, all of a sudden they do them. What type of coaches, NFL coaches that we got, that the fans have to dictate and tell them how to use their players?
It's not too many, coach. And they the smartest in the room. You can't tell the Wonder Boy anything. Coach McCarthy couldn't tell him nothing. So he think he know it all, and he got the passing game down. I give him that.
I would beg to differ on the passing game. He doesn't have it. Kurt Warner shed a light on that in his breakdown about how the route tree, and that's what was stagnated in the passing game.
Oh yeah,
because they were running into coverages, and how the concept wasn't that good.
Yeah, slants and look stops and crossing routes.
For deep routes,
yeah,
and for safety zone.
Yeah.
For deep zones, which was not what made Dak Prescott hold the football, because you were running guys into coverage and not running guys away from coverage.
Yeah.
But I didn't want to go. I wanted to use it, and that falls into how I would use Tony Pollard.
Mm-hmm.
You're so right, Big Show. You hit it on the head, man. Great minds think alike. When I kept hearing about this Tony Pollard thing in the slot, because Boss Cowboy did a great depiction about how Tony Pollard was used and how he thought Tony Pollard should be used like the guy out of Pittsburgh, the great running back out of Pittsburgh, that left the Pittsburgh Steelers with a contract dispute.
Le'Veon Bell.
Le'Veon Bell. Le'Veon Bell was a great receiver. Some people said he could have played wide receiver. He was killing people, running the ball as well as catching the ball.
Mm-hmm.
But his best way of him being utilized in the passing game was coming out the backfield, lining up in the backfield, attacking the offense, the defense that way.
Mm-hmm.
This is why, and this is coaching 101 right here. When you put Tony Pollard in the slot, you already put him in a dedicated coverage scheme.
Mm-hmm.
When he's in the backfield, you have to think about which way he's going, how he's coming out, and you cannot. Most times, what you're going to probably do is man him up because you can't zone him up because you don't know where he's going.
Exactly.
But when you put him in the slot, you can get him more coverage because he's already dedicated as being a receiver.
Yeah.
And now my coverage can slide, bracket him. But when he comes out the backfield, you want him to have one-on-one coverage because of his kick returning capabilities, where he only has one guy to beat if you get him to.
Exactly.
Now, this is what Memphis used. They may have put him in the slot sometimes, but they dedicated him from coming out the backfield where you had to dedicate linebackers to him because they were fearful. You just couldn't say, okay, I got him lined up at a wing position in the backfield. Oh, we're going to slide our coverage over there. Because what if he don't go out?
Exactly.
Then you stuck with your coverage trying to guard a guy where he is not saying at that particular point that he's going out. But when you put him on the line in the slot, he's not just going to stand there and not go out and run a pattern. So now you show your hand. Here you go with the ultimate, what we talking about, surprise. You show your hand when you put him in the slot because that's how you're going to use him as a receiver. But you're right, Big Show. This is another way for Kellen Moore, and the fans are so excited about it. See, this goes back to what I said on Saturday. The fans get so excited about it. He's in the slot. He's in the slot. Tony Pollard was the slot. We're going to use him in the pass game. See, they're going right back to being finesse.
There you go. Pass.
That's what they're asking for.
Yeah.
And that's what the Cowboys are going to give them because that's what they're excited about.
Yeah. Exactly. Coach, I love it.
Yeah. But I got one other thing right quick, and I want you to really hone in on this. Kellen Moore. For Dak Prescott, I hear a lot of people talking about Dak Prescott. Can he go to another level? Yes. Dak Prescott should be able to go to an even bigger level. But to get to that bigger level, people, I want y'all to think about this. He might need to hear another voice to get to that next level of quarterback. And the guy that he's trying to get to that next level of quarterback is a guy that he used to play with that had 1 year of quarterback coach after he was on the team with Dak Prescott, and he was a quarterback coach. And then the next year, he became offensive coordinator, and he's been 3 years. How do you expect this guy to get Dak Prescott to the ultimate level when he is just his contemporary? So if it happens, as one of my friends shot me down in the barbershop this weekend, because I was talking about how great, Dak Prescott going, and I was giving him the business because he's an Eagle fan. But he kind of shut me up and hit me with something. He said, "Do you believe Kellen Moore can take him to the next level?" Wasn't Kellen Moore this is playing this teammate? Then was this a quarterback coach and an offensive coordinator? He think he can take him to the next level?
Yeah.
And I said, well, maybe McCarthy could do it. But he said, if Kellen Moore takes him to the next level and Dak becomes a number 1, 2 guy in this league and become the all-star that y'all think he can, they win a Super Bowl with Kellen Moore as offense coordinator. He said, y'all need to write a movie just like they did Kurt Warner, because that would be Amazing.
Crazy. Yeah.
Because that usually does not happen. So sometimes great players need another voice to come in to show them another way and put pressure on them and make them realize what they do well is killing that guy that can get that to another level, or has Kellen taken him as far as he can go?
Beautiful, Coach. I love it. As always,
Right,
you're always
man.
swinging for the
Big Show, as
fences.
always, Big Show.
Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you. All right, y'all. The thing about Coach Marv, he gonna come in and throw his bombs and let the chips fall where they may. You know, as I just said before, y'all, I'm gonna come to Greg Davis because he came up with some stuff that I just feel like is worth talking about. It's just amazing to think that the Leopards changed their spots all of a sudden. That's I don't get it, y'all. I don't get it. I've seen enough. Me, I know what Moore brings to the table. I was so good last year, and some of my people that we were in chats while the game was going on, I was so good at looking at Moore in the game, I could tell you exactly what he was getting ready to do based on where we were at on the field. My book says this on Kellen Moore. From the opponent's 20, from our 20-yard line to the opponent's 20, he's pretty good. You can't argue with it. He can move the ball. Inside the 20, though, in the red zone, my position is not changed. He is the worst red zone play caller in the National Football League. When you base the talent that he has, and all you doing is kicking field goals, and the formations that you come up with, I ain't even talking about inside the 5-yard line. My God, inside the 5-yard line, we spread out the whole time. Shotgun. And you passing. You passing a whole lot. I just don't. I don't get it. I can predict. I can predict inside the 35-yard line, you finna try some type of trick play. It never fails. And one thing that I definitely have been A1 on point with is that he does not run the football. He does not. He doesn't. Y'all know it's the truth. Some of y'all mad at it, but y'all know it's the truth. He does not. All right? Now, Greg said this. Right here. I'm going to go back to that. It's just my theory. It's not a promise it's not a fact. It's just my conspiracy theory. He asked, why do you think Kellen Moore didn't get a head coaching job? Because of his play calling, he wants to be a head coach. And he knows he has to adjust his play calling. I just find it kind of ironic that he never took, especially the Boise job, the Boise State job. Boise State was about to give him the whole city. Forget the school. He was going to be well compensated. He would have total control of the program. His play calling style fits college football. He would probably do awesome there. Plus, it's his alma mater where he set all type of records as a quarterback there at Boise State. It seemed like a match made in heaven. If he wanted to coach football, he can get his feet wet real good in college football, and he can come right on back to the NFL. By then, he would have a coaching job, head coaching job. He didn't even take it. He got interviewed last year. He didn't take no jobs. Okay, he didn't take the job. It seemed like last year. My theory is this, y'all. Do y'all remember when Wade Phillips? Do y'all remember when Wade Phillips was our coach and the offensive coordinator was Jason Garrett? Do y'all remember that? Y'all remember how all that went down? Do y'all remember? Remember how Jerry messed it up and said that Jason Garrett was the head coach in waiting? Y'all remember that? Remember he got the money. They wanted Jason Garrett to stay, so they promised him a head coaching job with the Dallas Cowboys, which of course made Wade Phillips a lame duck coach. And I be dang, that's exactly what they did. Wade Phillips was and Jason Garrett was almost getting paid the same amount of money. I figured that out. That's what the Jones family did. They found out though that it was a horrible mistake because the press just ate them alive for that. Y'all remember that, right? They're not gonna make that fatal mistake again by saying that Kellen Moore is the head coach in waiting. He's getting a tutoring job by Mike McCarthy and Dan Quinn. He's getting a head coaching tutoring job right now. So when everybody gone, see, a lot of y'all think Sean Payton is the guy, but see, Sean Payton gonna come in wanting power. Sean Payton not even gonna walk in the door this time unless there's a certain amount of power is given to him before he even walked in the door. Kellen Moore is just gonna be a yes sir guy. Now, which one you think Jerry Jones like? This for all y'all thinking Sean Payton coming. Sean Payton gonna want power if that's what you want now. If we want to go there, Sean Payton is gonna want control of some things that Jerry Jones don't want to give up. That's been proven over years. Kellen Moore will fall right in and say, yes, sir, guy. They're going to say, look, Kellen Moore's been under Jason Garrett. Kellen Moore's been under Mike McCarthy, Super Bowl winning quarterback. He's been under Dan Quinn, a guy that went to the Super Bowl as a head coach. He is ready now. That's what they're going to say. Another puppet. They don't want that. I'm going to give Sean Payton. See, you ain't, and then number two, and most importantly, you're not going to have to pay Kellen Moore a whole lot of money. You're going to have to pay Sean Payton some money. Not that they go against the salary cap or anything, but you're not going to do. Look, if they believe in Kellen Moore, which is the reason why I'm saying this, the reason why that he hadn't went to a head coach job, maybe it's because they done told him something. Oh, you stay right here. We'll give you a raise. We'll give some more money. Don't worry about it. If Coach McCarthy blow up, don't worry about it. You next in line. We now ain't gonna look for Sean Payton. We gonna promote from within you. You are the guy. You done enough. You studied Mike McCarthy. You understand philosophy. You do this. You understand defense is better. You're not there. I'm just telling you. Just telling y'all. Y'all think it's Sean Payton. Y'all think it is. Sean Payton gonna come in and say, I want control on who I can pick. Sean Payton gonna want to say, I'm the general manager. That's the status he's on. Sean Payton ain't just coming in to coach now. No. All you do is just coach the team, Payton. You know, no, he's earned the right to come in demanding. And what coaches like him are gonna demand are the things that Jerry Jones does not want to give up. No. Jerry Jones had a problem with those type of coaches. They're not here no more. Hey, I remind you of Jimmy Johnson. Hey, I remind you of Bill Parcells. Guys who wanted power. Guys who exuded power. They're not here. Jerry don't mix well with that. Jerry needs a puppet. A la Jason Garrett. Kellen Moore looks just like a little young kid who he could try to boss around. He ain't gonna have no problem with this. Sean Payton would tell Jerry, let me handle this press conference. Follow my lead on the press conference. That's how Sean is. Sean's earned the right to say that. That ain't the guy. I'm telling y'all thinking this. They remember, if y'all remember, those guys got raises. Kellen Moore's gotten raises. And you don't think that they ain't whispering something in his ear? Okay. Coach Price said, was the player scared in the playoffs, or was it Kellen scared in the big game? Now, if you remember right, they said some of the players said they wasn't, a little nervous. It could be a mixture of both, Coach. See, well, here it is. See, on Kellen's side, Coach, when you have a physical football team hitting you in your mouth, and all you got to offer to the table is some finesse, then you don't know what to do. You got to match physicality with physicality. That's not him. That's why you got punked out. I'm just saying. Finesse going against physical don't work too much. It don't. It don't. That's the part. Now the player, I get the players getting nervous. The playoff game. Some of them, that was their first one. Little jitters, but after their first couple of hits, it's time to play football. I think they settled in. It's excitement, adrenaline running. Playoffs. I get that, but oh, Greg, I don't know. That's just my theory. I may be 100% wrong. I'm just saying, when somebody give you paradise, like Boise State offered Kellen Moore, and you turn that down, you'll have a chance to grow. They're not going to fire you. Okay? You mess with the Cowboys, you're going to get fired. Well, unless, of course, they look at you as if you are Jason Garrett again, and Jason Garrett got 10 years after this. Maybe they're looking at Kellen Moore the same way. I'm telling y'all, I'm telling y'all think it's Sean Payton. I personally don't. You want to know how much they value? You want to know how much they value Kellen Moore? Remember when Coach McCarthy got hired? I refuse to believe it. I don't believe it. See, I don't believe what Mike McCarthy said. I think he had no choice but to fall in. They told him you can hire every other coach you want. You can go get everybody. You can get everybody. You just can't touch him. That's your offensive coordinator right there, Kellen Moore. He's a great young coach. He's with us. That's your offensive coordinator. Now, how in the world you get to hire your own defensive coordinator, special teams coordinator, position coaches? You get to hire everybody else but your offensive coordinator, running backs, coaches, and all that. You can't touch him. And matter of fact, the greatest attribute that Mike McCarthy brings to a team is his offensive coordinator skills that he has. That's what made him a head coach. That's what he brings to the table. You brought him here to do absolutely what? Oversee? His greatest attribute is not even being used. His greatest attribute was he was an offensive coordinator, a play caller. That's what Mike McCarthy got a ring on his finger, as a matter of fact, because he was a play caller. He's not even, his greatest attribute as a coach is not even being used. But he had no choice because the Cowboys, they set the table for him. You will not touch Kellen Moore. Mike McCarthy know they supposed to ran the ball last year. Did he change it? He's the head coach. No, because Mike McCarthy killed himself. Y'all remember last year when Coach McCarthy said, whoever installs the plays, that is the play caller. Whoever's installing the plays, okay, so Moore's installing it in practice, which means he play caller for the game. Here's my question. Where's Mike McCarthy in that thing? And this is the same guy. It's going to be in next year, so I'm going to ask you again. Where's Mike McCarthy going to be at this year? I mean, come on now. Y'all get excited all y'all want. All right, I'm done. Y'all go enjoy the game. Y'all go and enjoy the game. And I'll close again with this. I believe it when I see it. When I see it, I'll be the first one to jump on this microphone and say, hey, so far, I'm good. So far, I'm good. Hold on. I got one more. I think this coach again. Hold on. I think I'm right. Is this you, Coach? Mm-hmm. 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 Exactly. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah.
If there is a Sean Payton sighting in Dallas, it will be a Jerry decision because Jerry loves Sean Payton.
Mm-hmm.
Now, let me tell you something what I heard today. Sean Payton had a chance to coach and have full authority and one of the biggest contracts in the history of the NFL from the Miami Dolphins.
Mm-hmm.
But he didn't even he didn't even flinch.
Mm-hmm.
Because I believe Sean Payton's ultimate goal is to coach the Dallas Cowboys.
Mm-hmm.
And the relationship that Sean Payton has with Jerry, not Steven, was built when Steven was just trying to cut his teeth and learn the business.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if that decision is made, that is a strictly Jerry power move. Mm-hmm. Now, yes, we talk about wants puppets and wants these guys, but I think Jerry wanted to get, because Jerry is 80 years old. He wants to get back to that Super Bowl. And he understands, and I'm not saying Jerry's not at fault with a lot of things, but I do know Jerry knows what it takes to grind and win a championship because he was there. Steven wasn't there when they won their first championship. He didn't go through that grind with him and Jimmy Johnson. Mm-hmm. That's why he got a affection for Jimmy. And he talks, and even though he got the ego thing, yes, there's an ego, two egos butting heads, but he understands the grind that it takes. But sometimes you can start letting our kids take over the business and you give it to them and you give faith in who they bring to you because you want them to do well.
Yeah.
But because you don't hear Jerry get up there glowing about Kellen Moore. Mm-hmm. When you heard Jerry glow about it, you heard the organization glow about Kellen Moore, and most of the times that can come from people that Steven is in total contact with. Mm-hmm. This is his guy because his offense, so he can try to be his thing for him to try to fit his input. But if this doesn't go well and it hits rock bottom with this offense, Jerry will make the move to win a championship. Now, will Peyton stay there forever? No, Eagles will start taking over. But for the short run, it'll work. But it would have to be a Jerry call. Mm-hmm. Steven does not want anybody that comes in that wants power because Steven is power hungry. He is that young son that wants the power.
Yeah.
And he can control McCarthy, and he can control Kellen.
Yeah.
So I do not believe that Jerry is a Kellen guy or because if you think about when they hired Kellen Moore, there was one person that was in Kellen Moore the corner about saying, yes, he's a young guy with great, because they was really worried about if they were going to hire him as the offensive coordinator. But Steven was on Kellen Moore's side because of as he's a very genius type of guy, very smart type of guy. He always gave those glowing things about Kellen.
Mm-hmm.
But this is on Steven.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even think Dan Quinn is a Steven guy.
Mm-hmm.
Because Jerry had to be the one that had to meet with Quinn to keep him there and give him a raise.
Yeah.
That wasn't Steven, that was Jerry.
Yeah. Yep.
So every time D-Law a deal, you can tell all the guys who were not Steven guys, when D-Law's contract came up, who stepped in and said, all right, let's get this done. No, we're going to give you this money. We're going to keep you here. Steven was lowballing the guy.
Yep.
So if Jerry steps in and say, this is who I want, this has happened. But he allows his son to have a lot of authority because he wants him to have that authority and take the role.
Yeah.
But if this falls on his face,
yeah,
the Maverick will be back.
Yeah. Yeah. He better go and get up out the chair then, because shit. He might well get.
He loves Sean Payton.
Yeah, he might well
He
get.
loves. You don't hear no person talk about Sean Payton like it. And listen, if they say the deal could have been done a long time ago, but the only reason the deal didn't get done because of some other aspects. But Sean Payton is a Jerry guy, and Jerry didn't want Sean Payton to go to New Orleans because he knew Bill Parcells wasn't going to go long. Mm-hmm. But Sean Payton got out 2 years prior to Bill, retiring and went to New Orleans and never left.
Yeah.
And if he turned down that type of money in Miami and he still said he's going to coach again, he waiting on one job.
Just one. Yep.
One.
I love it. Appreciate you, Coach.
So, Steven, let's keep that. And let's stay on Kellen. Let's stay on Stephen Jones, man, because I already told y'all, man, Steven is the mold, man.
Yeah, we know that, Coach. He's the cancer.
That's the mold, man.
And no doubt. I appreciate you, Coach.
All right, man.
Thank you, man. So, what you just heard, Coach, and myself, and what you've seen from Gregory Davis, are our conspiracy theories. So, which means, hey, it's not factual, it's really opinionated. These are just our opinions. We could be way off base, but then again, we could be right on target. These are things that we're going to be finding out. See, I have one more thing. You remember, I've said it, because the seat in Dallas is always hot. But I've already told you that if the Cowboys get out to a slow start this year, I'm not so quite sure Coach McCarthy is going to make it out of the year. That's what I've said. Because he's already got a head coach on the roster already, and Dan Quinn, a person that he praised, a person that the players relate to. All of them. That's just a quick flip. You let the Cowboys get out to a 2 and 3 start or 1 and 4 start, man, that seat gonna be so hot. You ain't got to worry about offense coordinator. You got them and more, so it won't be no changes there. You ain't got to worry about defense. Quinn got that right there. All you do is just remove him, Coach McCarthy. Somebody got to take the blame for it. They blame Cooper. They got rid of him. So you run out of options now. See, you run out of options. You got rid of Lyle Collins. Okay, you got rid of him. You got rid of Amari Cooper. Okay, you run out of options. Who next? Hey, Coach. Y'all know it is. Y'all listen. Y'all go ahead and enjoy it. Listen. I feel something here. I think I can talk about this and more. So I'm scheduled for Saturday at 3:00. This Saturday, 3:00. But I got a feeling I might come back. Okay. I got a feeling. I can't see you, coach. That's just me. That's just my theory. You know, somebody gonna take the blame for it. I see what you're saying. You want Sean, but you know, if the players stop believing, they'll move Dan in, and then he'll get on the phone with Sean Payton and just tell him, "Hey, it's your job, Doc." And Sean will just sit there and just wait if need be until the season is ended, and that way he can start all over again. I can see that. But remember, when Coach McCarthy, the only reason why I said this is because remember when Coach McCarthy had COVID, remember Dan Quinn jumped right in, won the game in New Orleans, and Jerry just praised him. Whoa, what a coach, you know, great coach and all that kind of stuff. So that system has already been seen. You got a head coach already waiting that the players will rally behind. They actually love him. They will play hard for him. Perfect. Ward still be the coordinator. Perfect. Quinn will call the plays. Perfect. For defense, he'll call the plays. Nothing lost. Somebody gonna take the blame for it. You ain't gonna never blame that. That ain't gonna happen. You got rid of Cooper. You know, somebody gonna take the blame for it. You let the Cowboys get out to a slow start. Huh? Coach said, I need a Lakers show. I'm on with those guys. Actually, I was on yesterday, Coach, with those guys. So go down my chance when you get a chance, go back and look at it. It's on my page. We clowned yesterday. I was on the show yesterday with the Laker 101 podcast with the All Sports Network. My daddy calling me. My dad on the show. Hold on, I got to bring him in. Lord have mercy. Hey, Daddy.
Hey, Lewis, how you doing?
I'm on my show right now. You on the radio. You on my show. What's up?
Oh, I was going to ask you how they was coming on the house.
Oh, you live on my show right now. This is my daddy.
Oh,
this is my dad.
Are you watching the basketball too?
I'm about to get ready to go watch it now. Give me a second.
It's 26-14, 1 minute and 3 seconds left in the first quarter, Golden State.
Oh, I expected that, so it ain't no surprise. All right, I'll call you back a little bit later.
Okay, then.
All right, bye. Hey, it's live, y'all. Hey, that's my dad. I had to take that call. Yeah, I had to take that call. And then he gonna carry the conversation. Like, you watching the game? I just said, I'm live, Daddy. You know, hey, Daddy call. Guess what? I answer. Y'all, hey, automatic. I thought maybe he was watching my show. I thought maybe he had something to say. All right, y'all. Listen, I'll probably come back sometime this week. Y'all just stay tuned. If not, Saturday at 3:00. Y'all see all the ways that you can contribute to the show and everything else, okay? It's right there. Y'all see it by now. If you've been hanging with me, you know what to do. There it is. If you want to become a monthly subscriber, I guess, however, you can do that. The Big Time Show 3.supercast.com. And all that does is just give you a chance to become a monthly subscriber. You determine how much money that may be, whether it's $2, $1, $5, $10 a month, whatever the case may be. Or you can go to the Cash App. That's easy right there. I need everybody here, though, if you don't mind, do me a favor, whether you watch me on Facebook or whatever, it would be nice for you to go to that YouTube right there. Just type in YouTube, go to YouTube, The Big Time Show, and just subscribe to that. Y'all guys would help me out tremendously if you would do that. Again, YouTube, there it is, The Big Time Show. Just go follow it. Turn on that notification, that bell, okay? That way you'll see me live. You can watch me live on YouTube as well. All right. I appreciate you guys. Y'all go enjoy the rest of the game. As you heard my daddy say, the Golden State Warriors are so far stepping on the Boston Celtics already. Y'all understand? Hey, that was classic. Whether y'all know it or not, that was funny to me. All right, I'm out of here, y'all. I appreciate y'all. We might have to do a part 2 to this Coach, I saw you with the Lakers show. That ain't my show. Okay. I'm just a guest on that show, and they don't do call-ins on that one. You just had to jump in the chat box on that one and let it roll, but they highlight all the comments because there's so many of us on there. I think 4 or 5 guys, and so there ain't room for no call-in. But I may have to do a call-in show, on my own. I mean, for the Lakers, because, as y'all looking at me right now, things can change in the twinkling of an eye. Y'all see that right there? See, I'm ready to go to work at any moment. Y'all see that? I can go from look, when I see that right there, it's time to go to work. See, I can switch this thing up. The big time show can switch up from this. What do you want? Okay, what do you want? It can go from that to that. I can go to work whichever way you want to go. All right. I appreciate y'all, man. Y'all appreciate y'all. Thank y'all for hanging with me. We'll see you again as we leave. You know what to do. Podbean, Facebook, Twitter, wherever else you're watching. Put your hands together right now as we party out of here. This is a place that I'm not scared. Y'all know I'm going to say it like I see it. And you can only get that in a few places. One of them is, the Big Time Show.